Man, I'm excited. Yeah. LDWMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. And man, I got my favorite person on the earth. Well, she probably won't believe that, but I got Sabina Mazo on the line right now, the Colombian Queen. Sabina Mazo, how are
Oh,
you?
good intro, good intro. I think I really appreciate those words, man. I'm glad to be back in here. The last time was before my fight, a few weeks before my fight. And here I am, a few weeks after my fight.
Yeah, 2 weeks after your fight, you were victorious over Shana Dobson, Shana Danger Dobson. Man, so did Dobson do everything that Master Cordero told you she would do?
Yes, she did. She did. A lot of the things, that right hand, the power she had, the conditioning she had. Good fighter, she's a warrior. And we kind of knew it was that way. Master analyzed the game and everything went exactly the way Master told me.
Sabina, you already got love. You already got love in the comment section. You know that, right? They're already here. They're showing you love right now. The Colombian Queen.
Yeah, that's good, man. We've been here for years now, to be honest. And I
Yeah.
really like when people engage in this interview because I enjoy it. I take my time, and it's not like things. Of course, you have to ask things like common things, but we always try to avoid a lot of other stuff, and I think that's why as people start to follow more.
Yeah, and I honestly appreciate the support that you've been giving me as well. I really, appreciate these interviews because, you're a busy person. You was telling me like you were moving, like in your 22 years on Earth, number 22 seems like it's the busiest of your life, and you got a lot of people pulling at you for interviews, and I'm just thankful that I get to interview you, man. Every time I interview you, I'm excited, Sabina. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good. I like it too. Good times.
Great times, man. Great things. Sabina, what's the first thing you ate after you defeated Shane Dobson?
Well, we went to the green room in the UFC, so they have food over there, and I wanted to watch all the fights while I was eating. So I remember they had some chicken and some mashed potatoes, I think it was, and some salad, but for sure some brownie with ice cream, and that was a good dessert.
Okay, so you got you a little bit of brownie with ice cream.
Yes, for sure I did.
Okay,
That
so
was a good part.
now were the brownies hot?
Not really, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, there's well, and the reason why I asked because there's a guy in the comment thread. His name's TJ347, and basically, he eats brownies almost every day, and he enjoys brownies. So I'm pretty sure that he likes the brownies hot. So I just kind of had to throw that in there.
That's good. I really like it. It's something I definitely eat whenever after a fight or something. I'm a chocolate person. That's my thing. Chocolate. Any form of chocolate, I will definitely eat it.
Okay, so y'all heard that. She said she'll eat some chocolate, man. She love it. Okay, he said true. He loves hot brownies. Wow. Okay, well, so you got this victory over Shayna Dobson, man. It was good. Did you sense
Yeah.
that? Did you actually sense that she was hurt during the fight?
A lot of times, and I wanted to finish. It just didn't happen. I know I have to work on the stuff to actually finish the fight. But yes, I did felt whenever she was hurt, and since the first round, too many opportunities I had to finish. But she's a warrior, like I told before. She stayed there, and I think that's something you have to respect from fighters.
Yeah, I mean, she stood in the pocket with you, and that's really hard to do. I know she was bothered though. She was bothered with your jab, and you were throwing some nasty, nasty body kicks. When you kicked her with the first body kick, like she took a deep breath. Did you, were you sensing like, okay, I can get this finish now?
Yes, I did got that sense of okay, I can finish the fight now. But I think I rushed too much, and I didn't focus on hurting her. again in the body, and it was just like throwing elbows and knees, but not to the actual spot of the liver. So I think I had to be a little more intelligent in that moment, But yes, I did. Of course, I remember I saw her with pain, after that body kick.
Sabina, how are you keeping yourself grounded? I mean, because you got all this thing, you got all this stuff happening. You overcame your first UFC fight. You win your second UFC fight in dominant fashion, and you 22 years of age. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing to keep this from going on to your head? Like, man, I'm in the UFC. I just won this fight, and I'm getting better and better.
Something I feel is really important in not only fighters, but I think anyone in life is to have like some goals, and be surrounded by people that are gonna help you achieve those goals. Because I was just reading that this morning, and it was in Leonardo da Vinci. He said like it was easier for humans to dream about things than actually imagine them in being awake. I don't know if I made sense. I don't know if I translate that well, but it's hard for us, everyone, to actually have a plan and being awake. It's easy to dream. I want to do this and this and this, but to put that in paper and to put that in actual work, it's hard. So I think it's important to have people that are surrounding you with the same vibe or goals, or that are really pushing you to be better, better version of yourself as a fighter, as a mom, as a dad, as a whatever, you know. And I think that's the number one thing, and working hard for it. And I think everything starts coming. Doesn't matter the age or the gender. I think if you really work hard for your stuff, things will come, and try to be always surrounded with good people.
Okay, guys, another nugget. Please feel free to go ahead and pay Sabina for these nuggets. She should charge y'all, guys. I mean, that's actually a great thing. Okay, so now part of the stream, part of this chat when we interview the actual fans, they're here in the live stream and they can ask you questions. Okay, and I'm gonna read a
Yeah.
few of the questions from these people because they really follow you. They rock with you is what we say in America. Um,
Uh huh.
who Reggie the Tree is a big fan of yours. He says, who encouraged you the most when you started your career, and how did they encourage you?
I think one of the persons that motivated me more, and I think the person that believed on me the most, and that really gave me like this motivation was my first coach from Colombia. His name is David Gonzalez, and I think he really believed on me more than I really believed, because I like to fight, but I didn't have any expectations with it. I just love to train, and until now I have the same feeling. I love to train, and I've said this before. I don't train for a fight. I train to be a better martial artist. So I think him believing on me and kind of putting a structure and a base to where I was going gave me a better understanding of it. So I appreciate that, and I think that person motivated me a lot to be where I'm at right now.
Okay, y'all. Hey, she told you. She told you. Her first coach in Colombia motivated her, to actually do what she's doing. So it is. Hey, that's great. Okay, DeAndre Kidd and Marcus Bell, they want to ask you the multi-million dollar question. Okay,
Yes.
the multi-million dollar question is, who do you want to fight next?
I answered exactly the same right after the fight. They asked me, "Hey, do you want to fight now?" And look, I feel as to be a champ and to be world champ and to have the belt, you have to beat different styles, different people, um, different fighters. So I don't have a name. I believe that this can sound really bad, but I believe that with a good training and everything, you can beat anyone, and with the right focus and everything. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna be training, and any name that comes, I know we'll be ready.
Okay, I tell you what, it's good. It's good that like, okay, if you train, you'll be prepared for anybody. If you train, you'll be prepared, and if they put somebody in front of you, you'll win. And I kind of like how and I hope I'm right about this, but Master Rafael Cordero, how they're giving you a path to be successful. They're giving it to you. They're not giving you too much too fast. They're letting you develop as a martial artist, and um and I think that that's going to pay off dividends for you. By the time you're 25, like they're really allowing you to develop. So do you and him? Do y'all like really? Do y'all have like a lot of conversation about like your career path and like where you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, we do have conversations, and I think we all truly believe that we're gonna be world champs, and I think that's gonna be in around that time. It's just that I don't want to jump to the belt right now. Not because I'm afraid, not because I can't. No, I know I can, but I want to build my name. I wanna know the world, let the people know, let the world know who I am. And I think what that is with fights. So that's why I want to build all the way, step by step, get to that belt. And I think that's a conversation we do have a lot. And that's a good thing because we all agree on the same thing. We're on the same page that we don't want to rush my career. I'm young, like you said. I'm 22 years old, and I'm enjoying this career. I think I wanna stay for long in this. As long as I can. So there's no rush for me.
Sabina, God must have had you read my mind. The Lord Himself must have come down from heaven and said, Sabina, He was thinking this. I swear, you can ask anybody. If you can see the stream, you can ask anybody. I've always said this about fighters. Let yourself develop. Don't like you get people that that they're calling out like Chris Cyborg. Like they come in with like little to no fights. Yep, I want to fight Chris Cyborg. Yep, I want to fight Amanda Nunes. Yep, I want to go straight to the strawweight champion. And I think that can be detrimental, especially if you're in there with somebody that like mentally you're not really there, but that, because people equate like I just want to develop. They equate that to fear, but no, I mean you get in there, you fight, you spar with all kind of crazy people throughout the day, so you don't have any fear. If you had fear, they probably beat that fear out of you doing training.
Exactly. And that's what I like the most from him. I feel you go there and it's a battle every day. It's a mental or physical battle, and that's one of the things I learned. There's different games, and I have to go there and do my best to beat them. And after we killed each other, we hugged because we're family. But we learned that you really have to put everything in there and get used to different styles and kind of understand a little bit more the game in between the people.
Amen. Absolutely, man. Sabina's in here dropping bombs, and and she dropping a whole lot of bombs. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions about your fight, but then after that, let's talk fights. Like, let's really talk fights. And we don't even have to talk
Perfect.
about your next fights. Nah, 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 nah. We're going to do some predictions. And I'm going to see if the Colombian Queen can predict the next few fights better than the coach can.
Perfect.
you and I
Right,
were
let's try.
you and I were going to have a competition. Last time I gave you a quiz, and you passed the quiz. I had to help you. But this time we're going to see who's going to get the better predictions, okay?
Okay.
Okay. The last couple of things I'm gonna ask you about your fight. Um, I saw you doing some different things. I saw you I saw you throwing the body kick a whole lot more than I'm used to you seeing, and I also saw you. You were not allowing Shana Dobson to exit back to the center of the octagon, and she was trying to, but you kept cutting off the exits, so she had to stand in front of you. Um,
Mhm.
what so that specific game plan that Master, he knew that that's where she was going to go, and you knew that you would cut off all the angles. Like he knew exactly where to put you at.
Yeah, and I feel um Also, I think you follow a lot of your instinct. When you fight, you really show, and that's what I like so much to fight because you really show a lot of things you have in your mind and in things you work for so long. And I think there's no need that someone tells you some stuff. And I wanted to dominate. That's why I wanted to be in the center. I wanted to finish the fight for sure, but I want to put my game into her, and I wanted to do exactly what I didn't do on my first fight. So, of course, he told me what to do, and we worked a lot during months of, trying to do this kind of stuff. But I don't know. I felt like I had to do that, like natural. No one had to tell me, "Hey, do this, do this, do this." For his master, lead me there. He guide me there, and it's like a unconscious game as well because a lot of things we do in training, it's not like, okay, you're gonna do this, this, this because of this. No, he knows why, but maybe I don't. I don't. It's not a direct message. But I think, yeah, we worked on that on trying to keep her in my distance and for sure try to frustrate her.
So, what is Master Cordero? Is Master Cordero like Mr. Miyagi? From the Karate Kid? Like, is that who he's
Yeah.
like? Like, cause he really reminds me
Um,
of Mr. Miyagi.
he's such a nice person, really. I really consider him as my dad. He just became a really important person for me, and he does. He gives every lesson every time. When you train, we don't train outside. It really doesn't matter. It's all the time different stuff. So yeah, he is like Mr. Miyagi.
Oh man! And guys, I have the Colombian Queen Sabina Mazo right here on the line, guys. I have her here on the line. She was victorious over Shana Dobson. Very impressive win. And we'll see. And people are kind of predicting. I almost think I'm like, man, who would they pair her up with next? But hey, it's gonna be a mystery. That's the UFC mystery. We'll know because Sabina will make an announcement when they tell her, and that's what it is.
Totally, I will.
Oh, I know what I wanted to
I will
ask you.
now.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted to ask you. You know, your strength and conditioning training. I don't know. Did people have people been telling you that you got like a lot of like definition like muscle mass, like you put on muscle mass for this fight?
A lot. It was hard to wake up. Yeah,
I mean,
I did. I did. I think also my body evolved. I kind of changed. But definitely my conditioning. It's been now you can kind of see it. I think every time I'm gonna get better and like be a better version in that way.
okay. And one of your fans, George Chat, I'm sorry, George Page, he put up a super chat dollar. And what it is, it's those are dollars that you heard the sound. Those are dollars that what I do is I give that money away to fighters. Yeah. So whenever people donate money to this channel, I give it to fighters. Because you have a
Oh,
lot. Yeah, I do it. You have a lot of fighters that need things, and it's just in every month I pick a fighter, and there it is. They get that whatever it is. They get it.
yeah, yeah. Oh, you got it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
amazing. I think that's really good. Because it's not an easy sport. I mean, it's not an easy life for anyone, but that's a really humble thing about you.
I just try. Hey, I just try to stay humble. Because never know. Never know what God might not have us do or have us do in life. So, hey, that's just what it
Um,
is. I love the fighters and want the fighters to have a little something, even if it's just a little something. Just give it to them, because it just works and it helps.
yeah.
Okay, we finna do some fight picks. Yeah. Oh man, I've been
Do it.
waiting on this. Cause I've been wanting to see if I can, you know, pick fights. The Colombian Queen know her fight stuff. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at next week's fights. Now we can't talk about them all, but because I really I know you gotta rest, and I don't want to disrespect your time. Um, okay, the fight next weekend: Donald Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje. Okay, now you got to tell me who you pick, and then you got to kind of give us like a mini breakdown.
Okay, I definitely pick Cowboy Cerrone just because I like better his personality, and I think he's been for so long in the UFC. So I really like him. I like his style. I think he's, if I'm not wrong, and please correct me, I think he's the fighter with most knockouts in the UFC. I think so. I am. I could be wrong, but I heard that. So, well, man, that says a lot from him. And just I like he's a good fighter, very good fighter. But there's gonna be a war. It's not an easy fight for a Cowboy, but I think Cowboy could win by decision. I don't think it's gonna be knockout or something. I think he's gonna win by um maybe I don't know if unanimous decision, but for decision.
Okay. Cowboy Cerrone, man. Who? Okay. So who am I gonna pick? I'm gonna tell you. I think I got Justin Gaethje in this one. I got Gaethje, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. Gaethje, he knows how to wrestle. He never wrestles. Okay, for some reason he likes to stand and trade. And I think that he's gonna draw Cowboy Cerrone into. He's gonna draw him into a firefight, and that's what Gaethje wants. I hope Donald Cerrone, because I'm a Cerrone fan. I
Okay.
just I want Donald to win, but I think Gaethje gon' I think he gonna pull it off, man. I think it's gonna be a third round knockout.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. It's a good one too. I mean, like I told you, so what? I don't think it's an easy fight for any of those. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Cowboy's a little bit more technical though, um, and I think he's got a better skill set. Man, I just
Hmm.
think Gaethje, man, he gonna go in there and they just gonna start swinging for the fences, and whew, man, that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a
It's
good
gonna
fight.
be a good.
Okay, so the Colombian Queen, she picked Cowboy Cerrone. I picked Justin Gaethje. Okay, now I'm keeping a note of this because when I talk to the Colombian Queen again, I'm gonna be like, Colombian Queen, you remember you said this, and then I'm gonna say, how you gonna explain this? That's what I'm gonna say to you. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, the next fight. Okay, one of your great fans, George Page, he said, Joanna Jacek versus Michelle Waterson.
Joanna. I got Joanna. Both I like them a lot, but I really like Joanna. I think her striking is beautiful. It's amazing to watch. Um, but yeah, I think Joanna has this fight, and I don't think it's gonna pass from the second round. The first or second round, she's gonna finish by TKO or something.
Sabina, I'm with you on that. I got Joanna Jacek, unanimous decision. She's gonna beat up Michelle Waterson throughout the whole fight. She gonna hit her with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Michelle, she's good. I mean, I think she's a really good fighter, but definitely Joanna. Joanna's the girl.
Okay, and Sabina, you're getting hecklers in the comment section. George Pace says you don't want to eat crow. Well, that's why she's making predictions. She's not afraid of anything, George. She's not afraid of anything. This is Sabina Mazo you're talking to. Okay,
Mhm.
she can kick the yellow
But
right off
let
your
them
teeth.
talk. It's good. It's good also that they think that because when they think that and they see me, for example, fight, they're gonna realize it's not true. So I appreciate you thinking that because I can prove my fight, my style.
See, see, I like that. Sabina's like, look, I can prove it. My fight, my style. How about that, George? Man, you better not mess with the Colombian Queen, man. The Colombian Queen is like, she vicious, man. She vicious. Okay, all right. Alexa Grasso versus Carla Esparza.
Alexa Grasso, I have her. I like that. I think Carla Esparza has evolved a lot in her game the last time, like the last years. But I think Alexa Grasso is a more aggressive fighter in every like aspect of jiu-jitsu and stand up. But yeah, I do think she's gonna win by decision.
Okay. You got Alexa Grasso the Wolf over at Lobo MMA. This one's a tough fight, Samina. This is tough for me. I'm an Alexa Grasso fan. See, I got so many fighters I'm fans of. You can call me biased. I am. I'm biased. Carla Esparza, her striking has looked a lot better, and she's been able to, do well in these fights. And actually, I thought she beat Claudia Gadelha, but I got to go with Alexa Grasso. Grasso just looked too good against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She looked really good, and I
Yeah.
think her wrestling is very underrated. The
Yeah.
girl can actually roll on the ground pretty well. So, man, yep,
Yeah.
I have to go with Alexa Grasso to lone wolf.
It's a good one. I know. It's a good fight.
Okay, all right. Here's a fight here. Okay, we got a couple more I'm gonna ask you about. I ain't gonna keep you too long because man, I've enjoyed your time. Um, okay, Holly Holm versus Raquel Pennington.
I think
Oh,
I think Raquel Pennington is someone that can surprise too much. I'll go for Holly Holm, but I don't know. I have a feeling maybe Raquel has this fight. I go for Holly Holm, but I for some reason I think Raquel can win this fight
okay.
in jiu-jitsu or something. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna have to find a way to get Holly to the ground. I gotta go with Holly Holm. I gotta go with Holly Holm. Raquel, she had that nasty car accident, and I don't think her leg is still the same. I still think that she's having issues with that. And the
She had a
first,
car. Who had a car accident?
yeah, Raquel Pennington had like a really really bad car accident, and
Really?
yeah, well she had it right before she fought Amanda Nunes, and she still got in there and fought. So she's a tough girl, real tough
Oh,
girl. And I don't know if she got confidence in the leg. And see her and Holly they fought before. And I'm just, and I know
mm,
things change over time, and maybe she might be ready because they fought a close fight. So that fight's a toss-up fight. I'm gonna go with Holly Holm. I'm gonna go against the grain. I know Holly been losing, but man,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with Holly Holm. So the Colombian Queen goes with Pennington. Coach Shelton Harrison is gonna go with Holly Holm. Man, okay, man, but she breaking it
yeah.
down, y'all. She breaking it down. Okay, Gerardo, I'm gonna ask her about that fight. I'm gonna ask her about that fight. I'm gonna ask her. Marin Reyno versus Irene Aldana.
Sorry, who?
Oh, okay. Marin Reyno, the Belizean bruiser,
Uh,
versus Irene Aldana.
I didn't know they were gonna fight. Actually, is that next weekend?
Not this week. The weekend after next.
The weekend after next. Oh man, I don't know. I don't really know. It's
Oh,
I didn't thought they're gonna put them together, but I don't. I don't know. I'll have to watch both of them again because I don't really I don't have fundamental to really decide who will win that fight or how. It's been a while to see them and I don't know how they did the last fight. So
okay.
I don't know. Tough one.
Okay.
What do
I'm
you
a.
think?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was your question, Sabina? My bad.
What was what's your thought on that one?
Sabina, this a tough matchup because I'm a huge fan of both of these people. Irene Aldana is in the Lobo gym, and I've interviewed a lot of people in the Lobo gym, and the gym is great. But I'm also,
Uh-huh.
a big Marin Reyno fan, and people will say, "Yeah, coach, you're biased." I'm a big time Marin Reyno fan, but I'm gonna put aside my bias, and I'm gonna do this. Okay, you got a black belt in jiu-jitsu versus a really legit striker. Okay, Irene Aldana is a very good striker. She's extremely good. And Marin
Yeah.
Reyno can submit you from anywhere, even on her back. She's got probably one of the best triangles, in women's MMA. It's good. And she can
Mm-hmm.
choke you out with it. It's going to be a tough matchup. It's 50-50 with me. I'm gonna do the
Right.
fanboy pick though. Marin Reyno. I got to go with
Yeah,
Reyno.
yeah, right.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
see. I think Jiu-Jitsu wins over striking in this matchup. I know. Irene, don't get mad. Listen, if you hear this, I'm sorry.
Solid,
Uh,
solid. It happens.
oh man. Okay. Okay. All right. Those some good fight breakdowns, man. You know what? You know what I like to do, Sabina, one day, like actually call a fight with you, like call a fight, like just break it down. as a fight happening. I would love
I
to do
think
that.
that's a good idea. We should do that. We should definitely do that.
I'm so serious, man. We watch a fight at the same time. We come on and we call the fight, man. Man, calling the fight with Sabina, boy, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, Sabina. I would probably, I'd be dreaming, wouldn't I?
That'll be good. I really like to do that. You know, this weekend I had so much fun watching the. Well, this weekend, no, yesterday. Wait, what? Yeah, today's Sunday. Yesterday. Uh, man, what fights? They're great. All of them, amazing fights.
We,
Khabib and wow, man,
yeah. What did you
amazing.
think
I
about
only
Khabib and
didn't watch
Dustin?
the throne. Man, I think Khabib is such a badass. you know, I think he knows a lot, you know, and he's in another level. I think more in the mind, and I think what brings him in that level is the way he is as humble, you know, because yeah, he has his word. People have to respect him, but he's always respectful and humble after the fight, and I think that is what really for me what a real champion is. And technically speaking, that's amazing. That escape from the from the choke was just like amazing. And then he gets the back, just incredible jiu-jitsu. You know, it's tight, it's clean, it's perfectly. You can detail every little step of it, and it was an amazing fight.
Yeah, Khabib really. I mean, he went through some adversity. He got caught, by Dustin Poirier's power. He got caught, and he managed to get away. People don't give him enough credit for being very smart in the octagon. He's
Mm-hmm.
extremely smart, and he's got very high level.
Uh, Warrior, you mean, or
No, Khabib.
oh, Khabib? Okay.
Yeah, golly. I mean, he's extremely smart in the octagon. So, and for him to withstand that power, and then he was in a guillotine choke. And he got out of that. That was impressive. Like, did you think
Yeah,
that he was going to get submitted for when Dustin put him in it?
yeah, that was really tight. I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier he's a BJJ black belt. So, and Khabib got out of that. Amazing, man. Man. Okay. Well, guys, the last thing I'm gonna ask you, Sabina, and I know it's time. And you gotta lay it down, or you gotta, get your rest in. What do you think about the whole Chris Cyborg going over to Bellator?
Man, I think it's good if they treat her the way they have to treat her. It's amazing. And I'll always support Cyber. I think I told you before. For me, she's inspiring. You know, and I look at her a lot. You know, I try to learn a lot from her, and I have the pleasure to train and to talk to her. She gives me support. Really, it's so nice to have her like give me some words before fight, after fight, while training. So I think I really wish the best for her, and I really hope that's in Bellator. I think it's a great show as well, and hopefully she gets the best treatment over there. Because I know as a fighter, she can kill it anywhere.
Yeah. So I guess I don't even have to ask you. Who you picking? She's gonna fight Julia Budd for the title. I don't have to ask you your pick because
Oh no! I'll always go with Cyborg. I think the power she has doesn't have anyone else, and Cyborg will finish that fight any moment. I don't think it passes the first round.
wow. Sabina Mazo said the fight don't pass it past the first round. And if you disagree with Sabina, she said, "Listen, my fighting speak for me. I love it. I love it, man. Shut him down, George. Love you." Okay. All right. Well, Sabina, I'm gonna go ahead, and listen. Listen, I really enjoy you coming on. I appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate the support that you've shown. This particular YouTube channel. Me, I really appreciate it. And I have nothing but just I can't even find any more great things to say about you except that
Oh,
you're amazing. Thank you.
thank- I know I am the one who appreciates the support, and who handle me sometimes with my schedule, and I go here and then I go there, and like, but really, you heard me how I was before the interview. I was tired, exhausted, but it really gives me fresh air to talk to you and to share some knowledge, to learn from you, your perspective about fights, and we're all growing here. So I appreciate having you as well.
Okay. And thank you, Sabina. Thank you for those kind words. Hey, anybody from the gym you wanna thank for with the fight, the last fight you just did? Go right ahead. Cause we closing out.
Well, the victory, it's all theirs. I went there, my body was there for sure, but the hard work was from each one of them. So I want to appreciate everyone in the gym, the pros, the bands, the beginners, absolutely everyone, because they always put the good energy there and the hard work, and the coaches, of course, and everyone that watched this fight. Because of them, we're still here.
Okay, guys, the Colombian Queen, she thanked them. And listen, guys, don't forget to go to sabinamazo.merklabs.com to get your Colombian Queen merchandise. Don't forget it. The website is up on the screen. You can see it right now. Get your Colombian Queen merchandise. Matter of fact, grab about 5 or 6, 7 pieces of merchandise. She's got enough to go around. So she's a young entrepreneur at 22. Man, Sabina Mazo. Wow. But Sabina, thank you, young lady. I really appreciate you. You're amazing. And
thank you.
I definitely look forward to it. And we'll figure out some time down the road, get a UFC fight card. And man, Sabina Mazo go call a fight with Coach Shelton Harris. I can't believe this. God, dog.
That'll be great. That'll be great. And man, really, as soon as I have a fight, I don't know yet when I'm gonna fight. I wanted to fight one more time this year, but if it's not this year, it's gonna be beginning of next one. So I'm just training. You know how I am.
Gym rat, y'all, a gym rat. Well, man, Sabina, you gotta close me out. Say, hey, my name's Sabina Mazo, the Colombian Queen, and you're watching Coach Shelton Harrison.
I'm Sabina Mazo, and you're watching Coach Harrison. And I really hope you watch everything. His interviews are awesome.
All right, guys. That's the Colombian Queen. Good night, everybody. And some of y'all stay tuned for the Bias but Balance podcast. I'm done. Peace.